This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Yes, guys, I'm having a bad hair day because of my broken hand. So I put on me a cap. Kids doesn't like it, but I like it. It suits me for today. So how are you doing this week? How was last week? Did you take a bath and wipe down everything that came after you? Did you embrace it? Did you help somebody? Did you help yourself? First of all, we must try to help ourselves before we can go there and be a help to anybody else, because so many of us right now is so broken inside and needs help ourselves. You cannot help nobody until you help yourself. Some may say, how can I help myself? You see all of those encouraging words that you tell people and you try to lift people up and that they take away from you sometimes when you talk to them, especially the negative ones. They take a whole lot of you and leave you feeling empty. You can give that back to yourself. Dig inside. Go in the mirror and speak those same positive words to yourself and lift yourself up, because sometimes you may not have a brother, a sister, a friend, a mother, or anybody else that is there physically to embrace you or lift you up inside or speak a spoken word over your life. But you could do the same thing for yourself. Who knows you better than yourself? Yes, people, we have to trust ourselves. We have to trust ourselves and believe in what we want and believe in the goals and the things that we want to accomplish here on this earth while we're still here. We want others to believe in us, but we don't believe in ourselves. You have to start believing in yourself. Doing things for yourself, not wait until other people approve of some of the things that you want to do. You have some things that you have buried inside of you that you want to do so bad that when you run it across somebody, people just talk it right down and let you know, no, why? Because they haven't accomplished some of the goals that they set forth to do and plan never on doing it, and they don't want you to do it because they don't want you to get ahead of them. No, honey, talk to yourself. Embrace you. Embrace your inner you. Encourage yourself and do what you need to do now. Now is the time. Time doesn't wait on no man and woman. Okay? While we waiting, we're getting older. A lot of us are dropping down dead and dying with our goals and dreams and aspirations inside of us. No. Do something and get up and do that something now. And it starts by you. Because what about when the internet shuts down and the whole world shuts down and so forth? And you can't go and look and research these different things and so forth. Who are you going to ask or look forward to or look for? You see the prices of gas and everything going up. You can't ride by this one house. You can't go this place, or you can't go that way. And where are you going to turn but God? And encourage yourself. So start doing it now. Start doing it now, because it's going to be a time when everything shut down. And where we're going to be. Try to get ahead of things now. Plan. Yes, and those things that you have in your heart that you're dreaming, that you think is just a dream. No, God put that there in our spirit. And those are the things that He wants for us. I remember telling my friend, listen here. When I build my house and I want that bedroom upstairs, I want to put a bench that carry me upstairs and be able to pull me upstairs for my old age. And the reason why I wanted to do that, although I can walk up there, I don't know what tomorrow holds or 10 years holds. You know, we be planning the future based on what's in the front of us today and what we're going through now. You have to think 10 years in advance, 20 years in advance. When your children is not there, when everybody leaves you and so forth, so the house could be conducive to your satisfaction, so that you won't have to be calling in so many persons to help you because of what you created when you was up and running around and you did not think about you aging and getting older. You see, most persons, then what they do with those big homes, they try to downsize as they get a little older. My oldest son, he always showing me these big places, and he always said, well, oh, mommy, when this happened for me, this is what I want you to live in. And I always tell him, why would I want to live in such a big place like that? And when I get older, I don't know who is living on the other side. Okay? How am I going to clean such a big place and so forth? No, I just want a place where I know I can look all around me and I can see and I can know who is inside of the room, who is inside of the bathroom. When I get up to clean it, that I can clean it by myself without having to call in inside help and so forth. That I can manage it even in my older age. Because yes, I'm going to grow old. All of us are growing old each minute as we talk, as we speak, as we get up, we are getting older. Our babies are getting older. Look at your child. That child is not the same child which you had in your hand yesterday. It's different. Yes, it's a different child. And before you know it, that child is going to be walking, is going to start kindergarten, is going to start grade 1, is going to graduate out of school, is going to college, is going to have a family, is going to be a grandmother or a grandfather or a great-grandmother and a great-grandfather. And it just rewinds itself and plays itself over onto their generations and so forth. But we have to plan for ourselves today, a plan for our future. We always plan for the children's future, where we want the children to be and where they going and all those other rest of stuff, but we then forget ourselves in the midst. We forget what we need, because not all the time you may have children them that looks back and wants to help the parents, or us even having persons in our life, or having a small family and everybody dying, it's just us. No, we have to prepare for ourselves for the future, for how things to be in the future, so we can help ourselves now while we are able and mobile enough to do so. And while we're able to do so, we have the strength to work. We could save the monies, we could start putting towards it right now. We could make a part of our house a nice efficiency so that it could be conducive to our surroundings and make things, a little better. Even as simple as our toilet, putting those hand railings in, so when we need it. We might not need it now, but it will come a time you have to use wisdom when you need these things. Even with our shower, building the shower, that you can go inside it, that you can sit down, and that you can help yourself to make life much easier. Because when you get a little older, you don't know if the funds are going to be there. Look at the prices of stuff. Stuff is going up every single day. Okay? Are we going to be able to afford it then when we need it to put it in? Or are we going to have those people around who could help us to make this place into what we need this place to be, or to make us into what we need us to be? No. So it starts now. Yes, so go into your imagination and start imagining these things. You could imagine the things, Just start going around and visiting old people and seeing their challenges and seeing the things that they are finding hard with themselves. And you could look around and say, okay, well, if they had this here going on, it would have made life a little better for them and make life a little easier. Even as simple as putting a washer inside of your room, okay? When you building that special room for you for when you get up in that age, putting it right there in one of those closets so that you have everything right in front of you where you could just go and do things, so you don't have to go downstairs all the time to go to the kitchen. No, put a little kitchenette right there inside of your room. Okay, make the room big enough where it could hold everything that you need to access. It doesn't mean that you may need that now, but you're just making preparation for if that time comes and you need that type of help. You will have those things right there. Yes, you'll have those things right there in your hand. Okay? Because guess what? Your children, when they grow up, they have a life of their own. You see, most Americans, when they have the older folks, they tend to put them inside of an old folks' home because the burden is very hard. Them taking care of their families and them trying to have to take care of the parents and so forth. But if we can make life a little easier for our children, our family members, and our friends, whoever is going to assist us when we get up in that age. And we pray, God, that when we get up in that age, that we have all the health and strength in our minds, that we can take care of ourselves until God ready to take us. That's my prayer. That I don't be a burden on anybody else, but it's a stress for the family and those loved ones who are dealing with you when going through those different stuff, okay? Because then now here it is for those of you who have split levels and having to walk downstairs to the kitchen just to cook food and all those other rest of stuff, and you have a bad knee, you can't even get down those stairs to go and do these different. Yes, and you can't get downstairs to go cook yourself something to eat and so forth. But if you had that right there in that little room or efficiency or upstairs and knock out those other bedrooms and just make one big room, you will be more inclined to just get up and then go to the stove and fix yourself something to eat, or go grab a fruit or go grab a water right there. Versus having to think to have to go down the stairs to fall and break up the hip that you're already been falling and breaking up all along. No. We can start now. My generation, my future. Come on, let's start preparing these things now. Because you know after you hit 40, coming on the 50s and all those other rest of things coming, no, let's prepare these things now in our youth. It's for our future. Okay? Ain't nobody coming in your bedroom now, coming upstairs in your house now and all those other rest of stuff. They don't have to know what's up there and so forth, but you know what it's for. So let's get on these things now, man. Let's use wisdom now. God give it to us. God give it to us to use now. Okay? And to teach it to other people. That's just some of my 5 cents and some of the thoughts, the deep thoughts that I sit down and I think of the future and all these other rest of stuff. Even as simple as putting a pump inside your yard, a hand pump inside of your yard. So if a hurricane come and so forth, that you won't have to be driving so far to go get water and toting on, standing on these lines, trying to get water to put inside of your house and so on. And then down trees inside of the road. You can't even lift your car over the tree to go there and so forth. That's why I bought a bike. So if there's a down tree, I can lift the bike over the tree. But better yet, go get yourself a pump inside of the yard. Them real ones what we grow up with. Okay? At least you'll have water to wash your clothes. You'll have water to do those immediate stuff that you would need to do. Okay, versus having to wait for these people to open up these places. Because what if the places were given out, the water is being destroyed? Where are you going to get your water from? So we have to think for the future. And also right now, start investing in solar. Okay, I know a lot of us have problems right now paying our light bill, our water bill, and all those different stuff. Why? Because people are going up and people are going to continue to go up on their price inflation. Inflation is here, and look at the times from your grandparents. So how much they used to pay for soda back then, 10 cents. You can't find those 10-cent soda right now. But try to invest in some solar system, even if you start buying one panel at a time, one battery at a time, and take it and store it. You may not need it now, but at least if a big storm comes this way or some other things happen, you're able to take it and hook it up. While the internet is still there, start to learn how to do some things that you know that you're going to need in the near future. Start now. Okay, start learning the different plants which you can eat when the internet falls down and we don't have no food to go to the food store. We don't get no vegetable nowhere. Look at the different vegetables what's in your yard. We have a lot of plants in our yard right now what we look at as weed, what we can eat as vegetables. You know, we go in the food store, we buy those things that look like spinach with its leaf and stuff. And we have those things right now in our yard we can use, but we don't use it because we're looking at it as a conniving weed. No, they food. So start studying the different plants and what food they are and what medicine they are, because like I say, we don't know what's going to happen next. But at least if we try to get ahead using wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to try to get ahead, to do some things that can help our future and to teach it to our grandchildren so the generation can go on, let's start. So yes, when we start, the time is now. Now. Let's stop taking all these countless hours and minutes on the internet, looking at other people's business, no less mind the business that is ours. And I'm talking to myself too, because I do it too. But just take some of that time and just do some research on things that you know that's going to help you in the future, showing you things on how to build, showing you things on how to maneuver around, okay? Because once it's all gone and it's shut down and so forth, what are you going to do? Where are you going to get the information for? Because all of us hardly don't have no books in our house. What about the encyclopedias and the dictionaries and so forth? Hardly nobody uses those things anymore. So if you could get and collect those information right now and store it up and teach it to your children and try to make do for what is next, then we'll be ahead. So just take care of yourself, because this is the day that the Lord has made and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Okay? Love you. Guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, please. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome to 17 Shop here at Freeport, Grand Bahama. Yes, they are fully stocked for this season. I was so excited walking through the store. I saw something for everybody. I wanted to buy them all for myself, but I thought about you. I wanted you to feel like how I feel. So come on down. The staff here are very friendly. They will welcome you with a smile and open arms. Their store hours are from 9:30 a.m. through the weekday to 6 p.m. On the weekend, 9:30 a.m. to 7 p.m.